It's 11:59 at Radio Free America, and this is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the walls. The chair is against the walls. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, this is your song.
We are anonymous. We are here to reveal the story they don't want you to hear. And today, what we are about to share is deeply disturbing. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are not here to protect anyone powerful. We are here to tell you the truth about Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, and a shocking piece of evidence that has just surfaced. Listen carefully. This has easily been the worst day so far for Donald Trump in this entire Epstein saga, a scandal that connects him to Jeffrey Epstein even deeper than we already knew. But it just got even worse for him. According to new reporting from the Wall Street Journal and from the House Oversight Committee, new pages have been obtained from Epstein's birthday book, and inside one of those pages is a letter talking about Jeffrey Epstein literally selling a woman to Donald Trump for tens of thousands of dollars. Selling a woman, not just introducing, not just socializing, but selling. This reporting is explosive. The Trump camp absolutely does not want you to know about it, which is exactly why we are going to cover it right now. First, let's talk about the birthday card itself. Earlier today, the Wall Street Journal published the birthday card that Donald Trump sent to Epstein in the early 2000s. We have seen the card now for the very first time, and it is creepy beyond belief. It shows the outline of a woman, maybe even a little girl, and inside the outline is a typed back-and-forth dialogue. Trump wrote, "We have certain things in common. Jeffrey, our enigma, never aged. Have a wonderful birthday. May every day be another wonderful secret." And he signed it, Donald J. Trump. When you look at the placement of the signature, it is disturbing in itself. Of course, MAGA tried damage control immediately. They claimed the signature was fake. But if you compare that signature in the letter with other Trump signatures from the late 1990s and early 2000s, they are identical. This is absolutely Trump's handwriting. MAGA can scream all they want, but they cannot change the facts of the story. That signature belongs to him, and that card came from him. Now let's move on to the new reporting from the Oversight Committee. They released additional documents from Epstein's birthday book, and this one is even more shocking. On social media, the Oversight Committee dropped a new page showing Epstein and a longtime Mar-a-Lago member joking about selling a woman to Donald Trump for $22,500. Think about that, joking about selling a human being to the former president of the United States. This is no longer just about creepy doodles or vague letters. This is about the language of trafficking being tied to Trump. The Epstein estate turned over another letter from that birthday book that references Trump. It came from businessman Joel Pashkow, a longtime member of Mar-a-Lago. In his crude letter, Pashkow joked about a woman that Trump and Epstein both socialized with in the 1990s. The letter included a photo of a giant poster board-sized check for $22,500, mocked up to look like Trump had sent it to Epstein. Beneath the photo was a handwritten caption, "Jeffrey showing early talents with money, plus women. Sells fully depreciated, redacted, to Donald Trump for $22,500. The woman's name was redacted, but the meaning was clear. This was a woman Epstein was joking about selling to Donald Trump, like she was an object. And the handwritten line continued, saying, "Though I handled the deal, I didn't get any of the money on the girl." That detail is chilling. It shows not only Epstein's depravity, but Trump's name right there as the buyer. The photo itself is damning. You can see Joel Pashkow in the middle, wearing a hat, Jeffrey Epstein standing on the right, and a woman on the left whose identity is covered. Her name is redacted in the letter, but the fact remains this is a documented piece of evidence showing a transaction being joked about between Epstein and Trump. And in that image of the check, you can clearly see Trump's name printed as the sender for $22,500. And it doesn't stop there. Earlier today, leaked audio surfaced of a senior FBI official discussing the Epstein case, and even he admitted there was a cover-up happening. He said files would not be released until after the current administration ends, and he speculated that there are many powerful Democrats on that list as well. The important thing is, he said, there is definitely something being covered up, and people are being protected. That clip was leaked by James O'Keefe, who is conservative himself, but the point is clear. Both parties are covering something, and Epstein's network is still being shielded.
It's clear that they're covering something and protecting someone or some people. There are a lot of powerful Democrats that are also on that list. There's definitely something being held back. I don't think it's going to come out until this administration's over.
So let's step back. We now have Trump's creepy birthday card to Epstein, with his own signature written across the outline of a woman. We now have a letter and photo from Epstein's book showing a fake check made out from Trump to Epstein, with a caption saying Epstein sold a woman to Trump. We have FBI insiders saying the case is being covered up. And in the middle of all of this, Donald Trump himself is ignoring the story completely. He hasn't addressed it once. He hasn't answered any questions. He just keeps posting nonsense on Truth Social like nothing happened. For example, during this chaos, his post was congratulating Nick Bosa on a football play. Not one word about Epstein, not one word about the allegations. Meanwhile, Eric Trump went on Newsmax to defend his father, and the excuses were pathetic.
Well, you know, it's something also beyond all this stuff. The news story today is that the stupid drawing, that your dad allegedly gave to Epstein. And you and I actually were sitting around joking about this a while back when it first came out. We were like, this is the most absurd stuff in the world. But Mike Johnson is like walking back. Last week he said, he was an FBI asset in the whole prosecution of this. Then he tried to walk it back. So this is like the dumbest thing in the world.
I can tell you my father does not sketch out cartoon drawings. I mean, it's insane. Not to mention Epstein's lawyer said he asked specifically about Donald Trump, and Donald Trump never once came up, and there was no correlation. And it's ironic, given that my father was the very guy that threw him out of the club because he thought he was a scumbag. My father's intuition was actually incredibly right. But
he claimed the drawing was fake, said his father doesn't doodle, said Epstein's lawyer never mentioned Trump. But all of that proves nothing. His excuses were weak, desperate, and dishonest. MAGA influencers like Charlie Kirk, Benny Johnson, and J.D. Vance all jumped on Twitter, trying to deny the evidence. Some called it fake. Some said Democrats don't care about Epstein. Others threatened lawsuits. But denial doesn't erase the evidence. The documents exist, the book exists, and Congress now has it in their hands. What makes this even worse is Trump's long and well-documented history with Epstein. They lived near each other in Palm Beach. Epstein attended Trump's parties. Trump was caught on video laughing with Epstein while surrounded by young women. Trump himself once said, "He's a terrific guy. He likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side." That's a direct quote. He cannot deny that. He cannot erase the photos, the videos, the statements. It all paints a pattern. And now in this newly uncovered evidence, we have Trump's name directly tied to a supposed transaction involving a woman treated like property. Whether they claim it was a joke or not, it is written in black and white, tied to his name, and preserved in Epstein's birthday book. This is not just disgusting, it is damning. And the excuses from Trump's defenders only make it worse. They say it's fake. They say he never mentioned Epstein. They say he threw Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago. But none of that matters, because the documents, the card, the check, and the letters all exist, and they are now public. This is a cover-up unraveling in real time, and the truth is ugly. Anonymous is here to make one thing clear. This is not about left versus right, Democrat versus Republican. This is about power corruption and protecting predators at the expense of victims. This is about the truth that powerful people desperately want to hide. Trump's connection to Epstein is undeniable, and this new evidence shows just how deep and dark that connection ran. We are anonymous. We do not forget. We do not forgive, and we will not stay silent while the powerful try to bury the truth. If you are hearing this, you have a responsibility. Share this story. Talk about it. Demand accountability. Call your representatives and demand they release all Epstein documents without redactions. Demand justice for the victims who have been ignored for far too long. The truth is in front of you now. Do not look away. This is Anonymous, and we will continue to expose the secrets they want to hide.